Alright guys, this will be part 2. I check out part 1, and we took it off the crate and did a couple things, the ROPS, we did the 3-point hitch in the rear, took it off the crate, all that good stuff. We're going to do the fenders. I did the step. Okay, I put the handle on. Let's see, what are we doing next? Alright, I think the next step would be to install the fenders, which are right here. We'll start with the right one. It's held on by 7 screws. I'm gonna pop it on there and I'll show you how it goes on. One fender, I'm gonna put the other one on. All right, so I put the second fender on, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my trusty stool and I'm gonna find the 7 holes for these little bolts right here. There's 14, so I need 7 and 7. Using 12 millimeter. I'm gonna pop in the 7 screws and show you what it looks like. All right, I got all 7 bolts in. Now I'm going to do the other side. 7 on that side as well. Okay. The next 7. Now it's starting to look like a tractor. All right, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab that bracket right there. Okay. Basically just goes across the rear end, like so. Okay. And a nut on each side. It's got a built-in washer. Focus. There you go. One under there, one under there. There she is. Fastened it down. Okay. That's where the safety sign goes. Basically a deflector sign. Okay. Next step. We're going to go ahead and install the rear brake lights. So we'll start with the right one. Basically, just slides in there, you kind of fit it in and you put one bolt through underneath and then a nut on top. Show you the finished product. All right, one light's on. As you can see, I got the nut fastened down to the bolt underneath. Also, you got your wiring for a later time. We're gonna hook up the lights and whatnot. I'm gonna put the other rear light on and it should start looking like a tractor. Okay, now we'll do the hazard lights. They're going to that hole and that hole. All right, hazards are on, brake lights are on. Now, we got our wiring here. We're gonna fasten everything down, hook up everything, and move on. All right, wired up. Tucked it up in there, wrapped it underneath. This is for the charging port or lighter port or whatever you want to call it. Goes up onto there and comes up through there. Plugs into this. This sits into the cup holder, or should I say the compartment. So I'm going to go ahead and install that in the fender. All right. Wire. Little lock. Zip tie there, and we installed it. All right, now the next step, we're gonna go ahead and do these handles here. Each one goes in the side like that, and there's a bracket for underneath. So I'm gonna install this one and I'm gonna install the second one. All right, as you can see, one handle's on and there's a metal bracket underneath. I'm gonna do the same for the other side, and then I'm gonna install the cup holder. It's got one little screw there. So all right, let me get the second handle in. Coming along, guys. Both the handles are on. Now we're gonna do the cup holder. You grab this little 10 millimeter here, and you come over here. Just kind of pops in that little hole right there, like that. And then underneath, you just put this little guy in here and you tighten it down. Cup holder's on. This little PTO shaft cover, we're gonna just slide it over there. Okay, now what we are going to do is grab these little covers here. These just basically sit at the base of the ROPS and basically covers up the gap right here. So I'm gonna put these on. All right. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna put the seat on and show you what it looks like after. All right, guys, the seat's installed. Look at that. Basically 2 brackets and 2 cotter pins. All right, now we're gonna throw the front tires on it. Might as well throw this hitch on, put the toolbox on, and show you what it looks like after. All right, guys. The hitch, the toolbox, front tires. There's the hardware for the front tires. So I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna slap on the 2 front tires and show you what she looks like. All right. Put the rest of the nuts on. Now it's really starting to look like a tractor. Let's put that other front tire on real quick. All right, guys, so they gave me 2 right tires for the front. So I'm just gonna put it on with 2 nuts, and then after that, I'll switch the tire over. But we're gonna do the rear tires next. Guys, we're having some technical difficulties here. They gave me 2 right tires rear and 2 right tires front. So I'm gonna have to figure this out, which really sucks because I wanna finish this build and show you guys the finished product. So I guess this is gonna be a 3-part video, so stay tuned for part 3. It'll be the finished product. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you're learning something. Remember to drop a like for me, guys. Smash that thumbs up button. You know what to do is right in the corner. All right, guys. See you in the next episode of Nezzy's RC. See you later, guys.